It's time once again for another episode of Great Set Guys.
Hey, go, Chuck. There we go. Got it, buddy. Don't spill your beer, Chuck. How's there ice in there? Excuse me. Come have a seat.
How do you get my beer?
Fair enough. Hey everybody, welcome to Great Set Guys. I am Paul, the host that knows everything. And this is?
Yins or Chuck?
Chuck, you're spilling your beer on yourself.
Yeah, I'll get it later.
All right, cool. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in quite a while.
Oh man,
right?
I'm doing great, Paul.
Yeah.
It has been a long time.
It has been a really, really long time. How you been keeping yourself busy?
Man, it's Steeler season, so, there's a lot of that going on. Penguins just started playing, so I've been watching the Penguins a lot.
Are you a big sports guy?
I'm a big sports guy.
Really?
They're just born into it here,
Do you have to, if you live in Pittsburgh, do you have to be a sports guy?
Yeah.
That's like a requirement.
It's like, it's a requirement.
Yeah.
It's in the DNA.
Right. What do you do if you find someone that isn't into sports in Pittsburgh?
Oh, we kick them out.
They have to leave the city.
Straight to jail.
Wow.
Huh?
That seems harsh. Like, what's the charge?
Blasphemy.
Wait, isn't blasphemy some kind of religious thing?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
We worship on Sundays, Paul.
As you're supposed to.
As
you're required to. Okay, that makes sense.
Usually 1 o'clock,
Around 1 o'clock is when you go to service.
Usually.
Okay.
Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 8.
Okay.
But
normally
it's 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Sometimes it's Thursday. Sometimes it's Monday.
Isn't this a music show? Isn't Great Set Guys about music and celebrating music?
Yeah, you brought it up.
Fair, I guess.
Music's like a sport.
Is it? How?
Yeah, maybe not.
I win an argument against Yinzer Chuck. Thank you. Thanks, Yinzer. We normally have musicians on this show, but what do you think about visual artists? Are visual artists inherently weird just by their nature?
I think I'm gonna go with you on this one, Paul. Yeah.
Right? I'm right.
I think I gotta go with you on this one. But weird isn't necessarily a bad thing.
I think it is. Weird is a bad thing if you want to be able to interact with normal society.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
If you want to go to the bank and take out money, right, you need to not be weird.
They still give you the money even if you're weird.
Really? What bank do you go to?
You come with me. I'll show you.
Because I want to go to that bank.
You do want to get
If you're able to get money out of the bank, I want to go to that bank.
Yeah, they give me money all day.
Really?
Yeah. You should go down this alleyway, get down the steps.
It doesn't sound like a bank.
I just go by what it says on the door. If they say there's a bank, who am I argue with them?
Okay, fair. Why are we having a visual artist on this show? Is about music. It's about performance, right? But we're having a visual artist, someone who draws.
Yeah.
Little doodles and like if you go to Ocean City, Maryland, right? And you go to the boardwalk, there's some asshole like sitting there and he draws your picture and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like we're gonna have one of those guys on the show.
I think you're being a little bit reductive here.
That's what art is.
Art. I think the reason that we have artists on here today is because the visual arts and the music go hand in hand.
They absolutely do not.
So there's no. You ain't ever seen a record that's got some art on the front of it?
Records are black.
That's it. I mean, like the cover. The
sleeve. The cover.
There's like a sleeve.
I hadn't thought about like we have some down.
Yeah, there's some there, right?
Yeah.
That's art.
Yeah.
Over there on the table.
Okay, but okay, so we have someone come on that does art, but what are we supposed to talk to them? How do they perform on our show at the venerable and aromatic 222 Ormsby?
Now, this guy I seen all over town, and he does live sketches of bands while they're performing.
Mm-hmm. And this adds to the experience. How?
Yeah, I think it's really cool. You know, he's there. He's capturing like a moment. You know, it's almost like a photograph. You know what I mean? But it's a handmade photograph in real time, and I think that's really, really cool. I mean, you know, I look at art and music as like you use art, right, visual art, to decorate a space. And you use music to decorate a time. So when you get an artist there to capture the space at that moment in time, I think it's the perfect blend of the two mediums.
I wasn't listening to what you just said.
That's okay.
But it sounded like deep. It sounded like you were exposing part of your soul like a true artist would.
That's where I was going. I mean, I didn't really expect you to listen anyway.
Have you met this
guy? If you listened, I wouldn't expect you to understand. So, you know.
Have you met this guy, Ryan, before?
I have, yeah.
I've seen him once or twice, like out and around in our scene, and he just seems like the weirdest fucking guy ever. Like the kind of guy you're like, hey man, how's it going? And then he says some serious, high-minded bullshit, and you're just like, I was just saying hi, dude. Whatever, take it easy.
So you don't like conversation? Is that what I'm getting from this? What would you rather have? Living a dream, Paul. You know, is that the answer you're looking for?
Actually, yes, that is exactly the answer I'm looking for when we're exchanging pleasantries.
Just exchanging pleasantries.
Yes.
And they don't mean anything to you.
Exactly, yes. That's better, and then I don't have to interact with anybody.
Okay. Then why initiate a conversation to begin with if you don't want to?
That's a fair point.
Maybe you're the weird one.
I don't think so. I mean, look at the way that I'm dressed. I'm wearing a tie.
You're wearing a tie.
I mean, I'm as normal as one can be.
Okay.
We're going to have Ryan, who's an artist, a visual artist, on the show today, and apparently he's going to do something. I don't know what that is.
We're going to look at some art. I'm hoping we could get him to do a live sketch.
Okay.
While he's here, that'd be amazing. You could see him in action. You can see the product from start to finish and the process.
Oh, is it going to be like Bob Ross?
It's like way cooler than Bob Ross.
Well, Bob Ross is pretty cool.
I mean, Bob Ross is pretty. I gotta give it to you there. You know, Bob.
So it's going to be like that.
It is.
Okay,
yeah,
well that seems more appealing to me.
He's gonna be fucking happy little fucking anarchists and all kinds of shit here at TT2. We're gonna have a happy little shit show.
Excellent. Coming up. Great. Hey, it's Ryan.
Hey!
It's that guy Ryan.
Ryan.
Hey Ryan, welcome to the show. Thank you. Have a seat. Welcome to
a beer.
Absolutely.
Watch out, it's going to spray all over you. He
No,
drops
I
them.
didn't
He drops them everywhere.
I didn't drop the ones I offered a guest.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Turned over a new leaf.
I stand corrected. Ryan, thanks for coming on the show. This is a great set, guys. I'm not sure, what we're supposed to talk to you about.
I don't think anyone's sure of that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We've met once or twice before. I don't know if you recall, but I find you very weird and off-putting.
That's my vibe. Huh. I get paid to scare white people.
Really?
Yeah.
Who pays you?
Huh?
Who pays you? Like George Soros?
The internet, yeah.
The internet pays you?
Yes, exactly.
The internet? Mm-hmm. Have you ever been paid by the internet from your weird bank?
No.
Never.
My weird brain don't use the internet, Paul. They steer clear.
That's fair. Are you a musician, Ryan?
No, I am not. I do heavily illustrated horror novels. I'm just a music fan.
So why are you on the show again?
Right, exactly. So I've been in a bit of a hiatus in terms of doing my main stuff. And over the past few years, I got into this idea of what they call urban sketching, just going out and grabbing an impression of something, sketching it, watercoloring it, that type of thing. So the idea popped into my head, why isn't anybody doing this in the pit of a punk rock show and capturing a band?
Okay.
So as an answer to that question, I started doing it.
I guess my question is, why would anybody care if anyone is doing that?
I don't know if they do.
Okay.
I think I'm trying to prove a point to the universe and to myself. A lot of people talk about fine art versus commercial art. Nobody talks about process versus performance art. When a band's in a studio making a record, that's a process. When they're up on stage, they're doing a performance, and that's what people like to see.
Okay.
So it personally pisses me off that nobody gets to see my performance before I put a book out.
But
this is my way.
But nobody wants to see their performance, right? Because it takes like 20 hours for you to do something.
Exactly.
So who in their right mind, not even Yins or Chuck, a noted art lover, wants to see that?
You're wrong. I definitely want to see that.
How dare you?
Huh?
I'm never wrong.
You might be mistaken.
Well, you can always do like a drawing or painting video, and a lot of people do that on the internet. And
But it's like sped up, right?
they have to speed it up. They have to make it interesting somehow.
I want the whole thing. I'm actually moving in with him just so I can hang out and watch him go through the whole process.
Did you know that, Ryan? Did you know that Yins or Chuck?
No, we haven't discussed that part yet. So we'll be doing that offline later.
Right. So again, just super weird. So I get that there's a process, and I get that there's a difference between the creation and the performance, right? I understand that. But most people also don't see the creation of a band. Like if they're in the studio recording, most people don't witness that creation either. They get the product at the end of that, which would be the same thing as you producing the painting of the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, like nobody would want to watch a punk rock band in a studio just puking on one another and somehow coming up with records.
That's true.
Unless you're Andy Warhol, right? So on the reverse side of that, I thought, wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be interesting to see some guy, with a brush pen and a sketchbook in the pit of a punk rock show, getting pushed around and punched in the back of the head, actually trying to do some artwork.
Have you heard of that terrible ska band Inco Fido? Have you ever heard of them? They're from
Yes,
Pittsburgh.
yeah, and I had the unfortunate, misery of trying to sketch all of those horns on.
Because it's like there's like 40 people in it.
Yeah, it's way too many.
It's terrible.
Have you heard of Inco Fido?
Yeah, it's
Yins or
terrible.
Chuck? Yeah.
It's an abomination.
It is an abomination because ska is legitimately terrible. So when you're in the pit and you're trying to draw something and you're getting jostled around, is that part of your performance or is that part of the creation?
Exactly. The idea is leaning into the mistakes and leaning into the challenges.
But nobody wants bad art.
Exactly.
I don't. What does that mean? I don't.
So I brought, some of my sketchbooks
Oh, okay.
here as an example and we've got a little camera set up here where I originally began this. This is what I call my Some Faith Skankenstein sketchbook, where I originally started painting anything and everything just to teach myself how to paint some of my horror characters, just learning watercolor, right? And I was just painting things in my neighborhood. And then I tried to sketch Some Faith with the watercolor at a show.
So the band Some Faith from Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Okay.
And this was at Cativo in August. It was about 90 degrees in there, and the watercolor wouldn't dry, and it just came out a nightmare. So I had a few laughs about it with a couple of band friends and thought, well, why don't we try this again? And at the Deutschtown Music Festival, I just did the pen work for God Hates Unicorns. And that came out much better. I'm like, I will go home and do the watercolor aspects later. Right? Then I realized I was onto something. So from that point forward, I had to then figure out, well, how do I deal with lighting? Right? That was an outdoor show. This Love Ethic show was Green Beacon Gallery. So I got a little neck light that allows me to shine a light on the book itself. I can then do the brush work, the pen work, go home, watercolor it. And then what I do is I'll give high-res files to the bands, and they can do whatever they want with it. It's sort of like their own personal NFT.
So that was my question. This is clearly in a little book meant for you, right? Your expression. How does the band or how does anyone else get their hands on this?
Well, the only people that get the high-res files are the members of the bands.
Okay.
Right? So, bands have been known to make like creepy body pillows out of this art.
What?
Bumper stickers and things like that.
Wait, a body pillow?
Yeah.
Sounds.
It does well in the Eastern world. People like to dry hump a lot of different art products, and this helps them do that.
That is true.
It's a multi-million-dollar business, right?
Oh, man,
so as you can see, I started going to a lot of different shows, and like this sketchbook immediately turned into bands, just bands. And what I would do is I'd get the line work done, I would capture their performance, and then I'd figure out how to add lettering a little bit later, right? And watercolor it, that type of thing. So here is Some Faith done according to the proper method.
Okay.
And you can see, okay, we're getting a little bit better, right? At least we can see the people at this point.
So this one in particular, I can recognize the faces, whereas some of the other ones, the faces aren't really there. Okay, I can see faces in this one as well.
And, we have a lot of logistics in terms of figuring out, okay, how do we get the drummer in there? I usually distort the perspective because if this were done in a normal perspective, you'd only be able to see the top of a drummer's head, So this was my first sketchbook where I was able to kind of, get the method down. So once I got this sketchbook done, I started to approach another sketchbook that was all band sketches. This one's also done. This is the Paper Animals Love My Piss sketchbook.
Yeah, what does that mean? I love my piss?
I have no idea.
Okay.
You give me a sticker, I put it on a sketchbook.
Chuck, do you love your piss?
I do love my piss. You ever take a good piss? Like sometimes it's better than sex.
Just pissing.
If you wait long enough.
Yeah.
So with some of these bands, like the Shadow Event, they were down to kind of like screw around a little bit. So I captured their performance at Club Cafe and then turned them all into little chibi baby characters.
Mm-hmm.
And then recreated the performance as those little chibi characters. So they could then have fun with all these little side characters. My brother's band, Brave New World, I did the same thing. I captured their performance in a sketch, created little corn god characters out of the different band members, which was related to an on-stage speech that I did with them, and then put them all together as that performance again.
Are you charging the bands for these?
No.
So how are you making money from this?
Internet. In a way, I'm not making any money off of this now.
Okay.
You got to think 10, 20 years ahead. Think of a much older, much heavier Timothy Chalamet pretending to be me going through my life's journey. And how much money are they going to have to pay me to pull that off?
That is the most vivid image I could come up with. But yes, that's perfect. I can fully understand it. Right?
I'm telling you, it's the long game, right? So did something similar with Hemlock, turn them into, origami robots, and then recreated
that looks like Hemlock for Socrates.
Right.
That is what they are.
Yeah, they kind of felt the same way. They're like, that was more real than, most of their photographs. And it goes to the idea, well, you see band photographers, but you don't see someone like me doing this weird stuff at these shows. So this whole sketchbook has been a lot of bands, and then there are some bands that are beyond Pittsburgh. Spotlights is pretty international, obviously.
Great band.
Got the Unicorns again.
Unicorns.
Got Dream the Heavy. We got sneaky heat missiles, and here's a cautionary tale. Anybody wants to try this, avoid these horn-heavy bands and these ska bands, because you have to draw all of their instruments, and nobody wants
But
them.
I think that's a good life lesson, generally speaking.
Yes, exactly. You just want to avoid them in general.
Avoid ska
so if you get a
bands
nice
for any
three-piece,
reason.
it's going to be
Perfect.
easy to take care of business, right?
Yeah.
And then Inco Fido. This isn't even figure drawing.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
This is one of the worst things I've ever done in my career.
Yeah.
And I mean, if all of the people are actually holding and playing the right instruments, I consider that a moral victory. But the idea is I could have gone in the back. That was at Mr. Small's. I could have gone in the upper theater and got a better shot. No, I was in the pit. Just everything was in my face. How do you deal with the problem is the main part of the performance.
I was there that day.
You were there. You saw it. You saw it happening in real time.
You saw the train wreck.
Yeah, when he did Inco Fido, I was there that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these bands I've been showing were all at the Millvale Music Festival. But then, this year I caught the Melvins. And again, front row, getting punched in the back of the head, right in the middle of the mosh pit. Double headliner with both the Melvins and then Napalm Death.
Oh.
Amazing.
I imagine that was a rough one to be in.
Oh, yeah. Another thing is I have to be quick with the ink work because I can't just stand there for the full performance and get beat up. I had to retreat to the back and lick my wounds.
So one last thing here for you, Ryan, before we see whatever performance you're going to do here on the show. What do you hope to gain from this? Do you, musicians, bands hope to get famous being musicians? Is it the same for you? Do you hope to become a famous tortured artist from this?
So, the fame and the money are obviously, the alpha and the omega. In the meantime, I'm trying to prove a point that nobody cares about, both to myself and to the world, that, for a visual artist, the performance is the process. It's just as important, right? And in doing that and getting people sort of, behind the driver's seat a little bit, they can develop a greater appreciation of visual arts that they normally consume. So you don't go and see, outside of maybe someone like a Bob Ross, you got to see him work. Most of the time, you don't get to enjoy that. People that go to these shows get to see me work, and they're the people that get to see the art. Aside from the bands showing it or posting it or doing something like that, you actually have to go to one of these shows. You need to be there and be present and be in the moment to see what I'm doing.
One very last thing, and that is, I want a one-word answer for this before we go to your performance. What is the best kind of sardine?
Pilchard.
There you have it, everyone. Pilchard is the best kind of sardine. I don't know what that is. Chuck?
He speaks the truth.
Sardinicus pilchardus.
Chuck apparently no. I mean, you could say words now, and I just don't know. I can't validate it except for my database here, Jens or Chuck.
That is the best sardine.
Herring's great for kippers. Sprats are nice. There's nothing wrong with sprats. They're good in a sandwich. But if you want the best ones, get the pilchards.
Coming up, we're going to see Ryan do some live art, I guess.
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Pickles.
Don't piss off the pizza dude. He's the guy that brings your food. Tip him, please. Don't be rude. Don't piss off the pizza dude, or he'll break your kneecaps. Don't piss off the pizza dude, or he'll bash in your cranium. When you order at night, turn on the porch light. It's not that hard. It's tough finding addresses and that aren't making guesses. Don't be too surprised when you find 3 dents in the side of your freaking house. Don't piss off the pizza dude. He's the guy. Alright, this one's about my neighbors. He's not crazy. He's just nebby. While they told behind the curtain, it's certain he will lurk. When they're done, he'll go outside and he'll inspect their work. He's not the foreman. He's just nebby. Suddenly it's time to take the dogs for a walk. Need to party? Nope. She's just nebby. Going round the block somehow, she's got all the news. If you stop to chat, be cautious of the words that you choose. 'Cause you know she's so nebby. Nebby, 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 oh, so nebby. Nebby, 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 oh, so nebby. So that brings up the question: how many nebby Pittsburgh ska kids does it take to screw in a light bulb? And there's usually some jag off over in the corner be like, hey, what are you doing over there? Be like, what the hell do you think we're doing? We're changing the light bulbs. Don't hold the ladder. Or are they just nebby? The factory flashes lights and flashes car and slow. Still busters and fire engines under a crack. 'Cause my neighbors, they're all so nebby. Here we go. Nebby, 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 oh, so nebby. One more time. Nebby, 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 oh. In the morning, in the shower with the curtain closed, see a twitching of a little white kitty. No, she ain't dirty. She's just nebby. Even though the long shut the door, I see a little paw reaching under on the floor. What you doing? So nebby. Nebby, 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 oh, so nebby. Nebby, 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 oh, so nebby. Song's about a shopping cart. Shopping cart roll through the parking lot. Where are you going? Runaway shopping cart roll through the parking lot. Where flashing to the car today? Run away, run away, run away, run away shopping cart. Run away, run away, run away, run away shopping cart. Hey! Runaway shopping cart rolling through the parking lot. What are you thinking? Run away, run away, run away, runaway shopping cart. Run away, run away, run away, runaway shopping cart. Runaway shopping cart rolling through the parking lot. What are you thinking? Runaway shopping cart rolling through the parking lot. Feeling so lonely. Runaway shopping cart rolling through the parking lot. Where are you going? Run away, run away, away, run away, shopping cart, run away, run away, run away, run away, shopping cart, run away, run away, run away, run away, shopping cart, run away, run away, run away.
Yeah! Woo!
Great set, guy. Great set, guy. Great set, guy.
I didn't have you, I felt that in my soul.
Oh, nice. You felt shopping cart in that last song?
The Nebby song?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right here. Right here.
A little bit there too. That's a reflux.
It's not more than the acid reflux.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Also, great set guy to Ryan. Thanks for coming on the show.
Great set, guy.
That's really pretty good.
That's fantastic.
Art.
What do you think, Tony? Is it good?
That's pretty good.
All right.